Elementary School students and staff. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful first day. Teachers and students will now start coming to the classrooms. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Elementary. It is so wonderful to see all these kids in the hallway. We have missed you so much. And we are ready to get started with the 2021 school year. So we're off to a great start. This morning, kids were coming up the hallway. Everybody has masks up. Fantastic job. We're going to start with our pledge. So, good morning, Dragons. Today is day 1 on specials rotation. We're going to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. So, if you'll stand up and put your hand over your heart. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for a moment of silence. Thank you. We are the Jefferson Elementary School Dragons, and we roar. And when we talk about what roar means, it means that we are respectful, we are on task and ready, we are always safe, and we are responsible. Together, we can make a difference. So this morning, I thought it would be a great start for me to share with you. If you don't know me already, my name is Mrs. Golding, and I'm one of the librarians here. So it's me and then Miss Jessica, and we're in the Media Center. And I absolutely love books. And so I can't wait for you to come to the Media Center and share books and get to check out books and just be in the Media Center because there's books all around all the shelves. So I can't wait to see you. And because I love books so much, I thought, what a great way to start the school year with a book. So I'm going to read to you this morning one of my favorite startup books, Chrysanthemum by Kevin Hinckus. So I'm going to come really close so you can see the pictures. And I'm going to make sure everything's good to go. So here I am on my little spots, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to see. So Chrysanthemum by Kevin Hinckus. The day she was born was the happiest day in her parents' lives. She's perfect, said her mother. Absolutely, said her father. And she was. She was absolutely perfect. Her name must be everything that she is, said her mother. Her name must be absolutely perfect, said her father. And it was. Chrysanthemum. Her parents named her Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum grew and grew and grew, and when she was old enough to appreciate it, Chrysanthemum loved her name. So there she is, growing up, doing all the things that as you're growing up you do. You start crawling, then all of a sudden you're able to slide down a slide, taking a bath, reading a book, going to school. And she's like, I love my name. She loved the way that it sounded when her mother woke her up. Chrysanthemum. She loved the way it sounded when her father called her for dinner. Chrysanthemum, time for dinner. And she loved the way it sounded when she whispered it to herself in the bathroom mirror. Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum loved the way her name looked when it was written in ink on an envelope. She loved the way it looked when it was written with icing on her birthday cake. She loved the way it looked when she wrote it herself with her big fat orange crayon. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum thought her name was absolutely perfect. And then she started school. On the first day, Chrysanthemum wore her sunniest dress and her brightest smile, and she ran all the way to school. Hooray! Called Chrysanthemum. School, 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 school. But when Mrs. Chud took roll call, everyone giggled upon hearing Chrysanthemum's name. So there's Miss Chud, and there's Don, and Evie, and Lois, and Al, and Les, and Kay, and Max, and Sue, and Bill, and Pat, and Tom, and Sam, and Ken, and Joe, and Rita, and Victoria, and Chrysanthemum. It's so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on your name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. You're named after a flower. Chrysanthemum wilted. So that means she got like really sad. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. Our words are so powerful, boys and girls. We need to choose wisely what we say to each other so that we don't make each other wilt. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and informed Miss Chud that Chrysanthemum's name was spelled with 13 letters. That's exactly half as many letters as there are in the entire alphabet, Victoria explained. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Miss Chud. Now put your head down. If I had a name like, gotta get in the Victoria voice. If I had a name like yours, I'd change it, Victoria said as the students lined up to go home. I wish I could, thought Chrysanthemum miserably. There she is. She's like, this is awful. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. My name is too long, it scarcely fits on my name tag, and I'm named after a flower. Oh, pish, said her mother. Your name is beautiful, and precious, and priceless, and fascinating, and winsome, said her father. It's everything you are, said her mother. Absolutely perfect, said her father. Chrysanthemum felt much better after her dinner, macaroni and cheese with ketchup, and an evening filled with hugs and kisses and Parcheesi. She's a mouse, Parcheesi, that's funny. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that her name was Jane. It was an extremely pleasant dream. The next morning, Chrysanthemum wore her most comfortable jumper. She walked to school as slowly as she could. She dragged her feet in the dirt. Chrysanthemum, 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 she wrote. So this time she's not as excited to go to school. She even looks like a flower, said Victoria as Chrysanthemum entered the playground. Let's pick her, said Rita, pointing. Let's smell her, said Joe. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and said, a chrysanthemum is a flower and it lives in a garden with worms and other dirty things. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Miss Chud. Now put your head down. I just cannot believe your name, said Victoria as the students lined up to go home. Neither can I, thought Chrysanthemum miserably. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School school is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. They said I even look like a flower. They pretended to pick me and smell me. Oh, pish, said her mother. They're just jealous, and envious and begrudging and discontented and jaundiced, said her father. Who wouldn't be jealous of a name like yours, said her mother. After all, it's absolutely perfect. Chrysanthemum felt a trifle better after her favorite dessert, chocolate cake with buttercream frosting, and another evening filled with hugs and kisses and parcheesi. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that she really was a chrysanthemum. She sprouted leaves and petals. Victoria picked her and plucked the leaves and petals one by one until there was nothing but a scrawny stem. It was the worst nightmare of Chrysanthemum's life. Oh, it just looks miserable. Chrysanthemum wore her outfit with 7 pockets the next morning. She loaded the pockets with her most prized possessions and her good luck charms. Chrysanthemum took the longest route to school as possible. She stopped and stared at each and every flower. The flowers seemed to say, Chrysanthemum, Chrysanthemum, Chrysanthemum. That morning, students were introduced to Mrs. Twinkle, the music teacher. Her voice was something like out of a dream, as was everything else about her. The students were speechless. They thought Miss Twinkle was an indescribable wonder. They went out of their way to make a nice impression. And look at her dress, boys and girls. It looks like she's got a smiley face on her dress. I think that's just so silly. Mrs. Twinkle led the students in scales. That's like, so they kept doing that. And then she assigned roles for the class musical. Victoria was chosen as the dainty fairy queen. Rita was chosen as the spiffy butterfly princess. And Jo was chosen as the all-important pixie messenger. And Chrysanthemum was chosen as a daisy. Chrysanthemum's a daisy. Chrysanthemum's a daisy. Jo, Rita, and Victoria chanted, thinking it was wildly funny. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. What's so humorous? Said Mrs. Twinkle. Chrysanthemum was the answer. Her name is so long, said Jo. It scarcely fits on her name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. She is named after a flower. My name is Long, said Miss Twinkle. Is it? Said Jo. My name would scarcely fit on a name tag, said Miss Twinkle. It would? Said Rita, pointing. And, said Miss Twinkle, I'm named after a flower, too. You are? Said Victoria. Yes, said Miss Twinkle. My name is Delphinium. Delphinium Twinkle. And if my baby is a girl, I'm considering Chrysanthemum as a name. I think it's absolutely perfect. Chrysanthemum could scarcely believe her ears. She blushed. She beamed. She bloomed. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Jo, Rita, and Victoria looked at Chrysanthemum longingly. Call me Marigold, said Jo. I'm Carnation, said Rita. My name is Lily of the Valley, said Victoria. Chrysanthemum did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She knew it. And there is an epilogue in the back. Overall, the class musical was a huge success. Chrysanthemum was absolutely perfect as a daisy. Victoria made only one mistake. She completely forgot her lines as the dainty fairy queen. Chrysanthemum thought it was wildly funny, and she giggled throughout the entire dance of the flowers. Eventually, Miss Twinkle gave birth to a healthy baby girl, and of course, she named her Chrysanthemum. So boys and girls, we are all different and unique, from our names to our hair color, but we all need to embrace each other and find the love in each other and be kind. Today, maybe you'll meet a new friend in your class, and so just reach out to that person and be kind to them, because you never know what kind of friendship you never know, that could be like your best friend for the rest of your life. You have no idea. Or what you would learn from them. So being kind to each other and loving on each other. We're just so glad you're back here at JES. And it was wonderful to see you all in the hallways. Have a great, great day. And we will see you on Monday back here at 7:40. Have a great day, Dragons.